Hi, I'm Alicia and welcome to my channel, Papercraft Secrets. Today I'm sharing a free printable to help you create a set of beautiful cards. This is the Vintage Love free printable that you can download for free from my website at www.papercraftsecrets.com.au. There are 5 pages in the printable, a page of sentiments, a page of butterflies, beautiful butterflies here, and 2 pages of hexagon images from the Vintage Love printable. So this printable is about 30 pages long if you purchase the printable, but this is a sample that I'm offering for free. And I'm going to show you how to create some cards with this printable. If you want to click there on the button, you can see the full printable on my website. These are the cards that we're making today. They're a clean and simple design to go with our clean and simple challenge in the Papercraft Secrets Creating with Confidence Facebook group. It's a great opportunity to use up some of those embossing folders that could be in your craft room collecting some dust. Everything that you need is in the printable. You will also need some white cardstock. You will need some colored cardstock, and of course glue, paper trimmer, scissors, and some little sequins. I'm going to step you through how to create the cards. I'm going to be using a Kaisercraft Carnation Pink cardstock and a Kaisercraft Arctic piece of cardstock as well. And I also used a brighter pink, which was Kaisercraft Magenta, and a brighter blue, which was Kaisercraft Sky. So they're the colors that I've used. You can use any colors that you have in your craft room. But I tried to pick a light pink, a light blue, a darker pink, and a darker blue to match the colors in the printable. If you have never printed a printable before, you do need to change your print settings to quality. This allows your printer to print at its highest quality and it gives you a better image. Let's start now with a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. First of all, I'm just going to cut this cardstock at 12 inches to remove the barcode strip. Then I'm going to cut at 4 inches and then again at 4 inches. And this will create 3 cards if I fold them in half like this. That I can use to create my cards with. This will be my base for my cards. Then I'm going to repeat that with my light blue piece of cardstock. I'm going to cut it at 12 inches, and then I'm going to cut it again at 4 inches, and again at 4 inches, and then I'm going to fold those pieces of cardstock in half for the base of my cards. I've already done this with my darker pink and my darker blue cardstock. And you can see that here. We do need the inside piece now, and we need our white piece that we're going to emboss. If you don't have an embossing folder or a die cutting machine, you don't have to emboss your cardstock. I'm cutting these at 3 3/4 of an inch, and then I'm cutting again at 5 3/4 of an inch. This will allow me to have a little colourful border all the way around my white space, cutting again at 5 3/4 of an inch. You need to do that for enough pieces of white cardstock that you have enough for the amount of cards that you're going to make. One piece of this white cardstock is going to go on the inside of your card. So you just need to get some glue and glue that down on the inside of each card. And then you need to paste that down and repeat that process for all of the cards that you are going to make today. Once you've done that, your second piece of white card is going to be on the front of your card, and it's going to be embossed with a pattern. It can be any embossing folder that you like. I used a variety of different embossing folders to create different effects. So we're going to use our embossing folders to have a play with those. And these can be any brand embossing folders. I've got some Cuttlebug ones here, and I've also got my Kaisercraft ones. The Kaisercraft ones are slightly bigger and they fit my white cardstock better, so I'm going to be using those. Here's my die cutting machine, and here is the embossing folder that I have decided to use. You simply open the embossing folder, place your piece of white cardstock inside the folder and close the lid down, and then you're going to put it into your die cutting machine between the two thin plates and roll it through the machine. And once it's come through the other side, you simply open it up and you'll be able to see how your cardstock is now embossed. And it looks really nice on white cardstock for a clean and simple design. The next step is to glue that embossed piece of cardstock onto the front cover of your card. So I'm going to do that now. Just some glue around the edges of my embossed piece of cardstock and through the middle, and then placing that onto the front cover of my card. And I need to go through and do that for each of the cards that I am making today. For this design, I fussy cut out all of the hexagon shapes, and I'm actually going to be trimming my hexagon shapes from corner to corner along the right hand side of the shape. So I'm just positioning that carefully in my paper trimmer and cutting that down because I want my hexagon to kind of look like it's going off the page. It's just, you don't have to do that. You can keep the whole hexagon if you want, but I just liked the idea of that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue my hexagon onto the same colored paper that I use for the card base, so that it has a border around the edge of the hexagon. But first of all, let's just cut all of our hexagons down to the shape that we want, which is from corner to corner and cutting off that side triangle. Once that's all done, I suggest positioning your cards out on your table so you can match the picture to your design of embossing folder that you've chosen and to the color of your card that you've chosen as well. So you can choose which one you think looks best, a butterfly with a flower embossing folder or a swirl embossing folder or whatever you like. There's no rules with this, it's just a matter of choosing which design you think suits the best. The next step is to take the coordinating cardstock color for each card and to glue your piece directly onto that. Make sure that the edge of the hexagon that you've cut off is directly on the edge of the cardstock. And then we're going to cut around, usually wait until it's dry is better, but cut around the edge of that shape very carefully, leaving a lovely border matching the color of your card. You can cut that out on a paper trimmer if you prefer, but it is best to let it dry first and then to cut it out second. Once you've got that piece cut out, then you can position it about halfway down the side of your card. And then you can glue that on. I like to position it right on the edge of the white embossed cardstock. And so you have that nice edge all the way around your card. So I've done that with all of my cards now, and my next step is choosing my sentiment. In your printable, you have the sentiments that you need for these cards, and I'm just using some double-sided mounting tape to adhere my sentiment to my card right down in the bottom half of the hexagon, half on the hexagon and half hanging over onto the white embossed cardstock. And you can do all of that at once and then peel the backing off and stick all of those down. The next step is our butterflies. I cut out all of the butterflies that I wanted to use from the printable. I fold them gently in half. I put a little bit of glue on the part where the body of the butterfly is, and then I position them on the edge of the hexagon in the same diagonal line that the hexagon is in. You can position your butterflies anywhere you like. You could have more than one butterfly on your card if you wanted to. For my final embellishment, I used some colourful sequins to decorate my card. I used only the silver sequins for my card, but you can use any colour that you like. I positioned 3 sequins on to each card because I like my sequins in groups of 3. So I used 1 large sequin and 2 small sequins to decorate. Once I was happy with the positioning, then I attempted to glue them all on, which is quite tricky because they're very fiddly. And that is our cards all finished. They're very simple, very effective, easy to create, and they're great for building your card stash. You've got plenty of cards on hand if you've got a birthday coming up, or if you need a thank you card, or you need a card for any occasion. They're very pretty colors, very feminine, and just a fun, simple and quick and easy card to create. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure you head on over to my website to download your free printable, and then you can make these cards along with this video. If you like videos like this and you like printables, you need to either check out my store where I have lots of different printables for sale, or come along and join me on Patreon. Patreon is the best way to get all of my printables at a bargain price. It also includes 4 tutorials a month and a free printable every month. So come on over to Patreon and have a little look at what's over there if you love printables and you love card making and scrapbooking. Thank you so much for watching today. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I hope you have a lovely crafty day.